Aloha! Welcome back. Good awakening. Good rising. Thank you so much for joining in. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, wherever you happen to be at this point in time in this combobulation of mystical, metaphysical stuff that we call life. It's a pretty crazy thing when you think about it. The fact that we all happen to be here at the exact same time. I mean, what are the odds? What are the odds that you and me get to be here at the exact same time, right? Meow. Astronomical, I'd say. So I'm grateful for you to be here. Thank you again for joining. This is another episode, another opportunity for us to be able to be here. This is Waking Up with Wolf, Waking Up with Brendan, Waking Up with Mystic Spider-Man. Should I just call it that? Should I just call it Waking Up with Mystic Spider-Man? I don't know. It doesn't have the same ring to it, but nonetheless, thank you so much for joining. We'll just take a couple moments here to allow people to be able to jump into this. But as we are here, just begin listening to your body, begin stretching your body. Just do those little cat stretches and first thing in the morning. Oh, how has your morning already started? How has your day already been? It's a Wednesday. It is another awesome day. It is another opportunity. We're in the midst of Saturn retrograde, whatever the heck that means. I'll tell you what it means. And of course, this is a great opportunity for us to be able to develop discipline. If there is a theme for Saturn retrograde that I would be able to encourage for any of you watching this, it really is about being able to develop discipline, to practice discipline, to evaluate, to readjust, to reassign, to reevaluate, to recombobulate any of the things within our life. And I'll talk to you a little bit about that as we keep going. So first thing first, just start moving your body. Wednesdays are a very special day here within Waking Up with Wolf. It is all about being able to love our body. That is one of the main things of it, being able to tap in to just like that idea of like how precious it is to be here in this incarnation, how incredibly amazing it is to be able to have these bodies that we use not just for our own pleasure and excitement and this roller coaster of a life, but the bodies that we use as appendages of God itself to be able to be of service. When you think about that, I mean, what is our body for? Our body is a vehicle, is a vessel for the soul to be able to experience itself. But at the same time, our body is literally a tool of the universe to be able to create things, to craft things, to thing with our fingers, to be able to use our digits to create mathematical masterpieces, to be able to make art, to build houses, to give each other beautiful massages, to love things, to be able to help be conduits for higher conscious ideas, to be able to create them into this mainstream world. So thank you for using your finger to press the button that allowed you to join this broadcast. And now here you are. So thank you again. So again, with the theme being today, all about being able to love the body, we're just going to begin by just doing some simple stretches, moving your shoulders, listening to your body, feeling any sort of tension. We'll be doing a little bit of meditation, and then we'll be standing up, and then we'll be getting right into some body movement. I will say, if you are here for your first time on Wednesday, what you're going to want to be able to do, you're going to want to be able to bring some sort of object with you. This is obviously a tennis ball. I've used pine cones in the past. Where's my pine cone right now? Guys, where's my pine cone? Somewhere. It's not too far, I don't think. Anyways, nonetheless, grab an object. Grab some sort of object, spherical object that you can pass around. What we're going to be doing some little bit of flow practice within our Jedi training. Essentially every time you guys are joining in, I know I don't always call it this, but covertly, this is seriously a Jedi training, superhero training. In case you hadn't noticed, I know some of you are already well aware of that. So grab an object and then grab some sort of staff type thing. If you can find one, it can be longer than this. It could be a dust buster. No, not a dust buster. A duster. Dust busters. Do people still use those? Those are those things. You know, those things. I don't know. I haven't seen one of those in a while. That's weird. But anyways, grab a stick. Go run outside right now and karate chop a branch. Or find a branch that's on the ground and grab a stick, and you're going to use this for a little bit of your flow practice. And again, this is going to be an energy dynamics practice. It's going to be an intuition practice. An intuitive intuition practice. Yes, that's exactly what I said. And we're going to be doing a little bit of flow. And we're also going to be practicing being able to love our body. And one of the ways that we do this, we've been doing these broadcasts for over like 1,000 years now. And on Wednesdays, as part of the body self-love theme, what we do is we actually invite you, anybody watching this, to be able to, if you're comfortable, it's totally optional, to be able to join in practicing shirtless, or practicing with a bra on, or practicing with just your socks on. Hey, whatever works for you, right? And the purpose behind doing this is to be able to support healthy body image, something that our society is severely lacking. We kind of like think that like things have to look a certain way, and we have to eat a certain way, to be a certain way, to impress our friends, to post on social media. But we're going to be able to practice just like practicing shirtless in a very natural, grounded, human, beautiful way. And it's meant to be inspiring. It's meant to be sexy in like a traditional sense of sexy, in the sense of like, this isn't about validation, but it's just like, damn, we are sexy by nature. We are beautiful by nature. And what does sexy mean? Sexy means just like owning our worth, owning our value, owning our divinity. In the same way, you can look at a tree and be like, wow, that tree is incredibly beautiful. Some may say that tree is kind of sexy because it's so beautiful. You are that tree too. You, by your very nature, are very sexy, in the sense that like sexy is just another word for like divine, empowered, inspired, yourself, authentic. So being authentic, caring about yourself, that's sexy, if you ask me. So again, grab an object, grab a stick. Let's just kind of like move our body, connecting with our breath, deep, gentle inhales. If you haven't yet, maybe this is like your first inhale of the day. Maybe you haven't even breathed yet. You just, like, I don't know how you got here if you haven't done that. But let's just connect with our breath, deep, gentle inhales. Hold it at the top. Big exhales, nice and relaxed. Deep inhales. Breathing in that fresh energy. Hold it for a second. Big exhale. Finding the rhythm of your breath. Again, just giving any sort of gentle massage to your body. If you need to just like massage your legs, just kind of bring yourself into a very like zen state. Just kind of slow down. Bring things to about like a 70% speed. Even if you're just like rolling your shoulders right now, I want you to just practice being like ultra aware. Part of what we're going to do with our meditation practice is we're just going to practice bringing awareness to our subtle energies, to like the microcosmic aspects of our body that makes up who we are. So even if you just like roll your shoulders right now, just be aware of just like the smallest sensations, the smallest movement in the muscles, the miracle that literally is our body. When you think about that, like the mind over matter, the fact that you think and your body does, immediately responding, incredibly beautiful. Stretching your neck, gently just kind of like moving your head from side to side. Even just stretching your jaw right now. Just bring your hands up to your face. Just give your jaw a gentle massage. Maybe you haven't done that in a while. Give a big yawn if you need it. Just bringing in that fresh oxygen into the body. So again, as we're just kind of sitting here, just breathing, just massage your face. Let's really just love our body right now, starting with the face. Just give yourself like a nice deep tissue massage to your face. And so again, with where we are right now, I really just want to be able to honor you for showing up. You know, with Mercury retrograde, with Saturn Gatorade, that's what I meant to say. I meant to say Saturn Gatorade. This is all about, a lot of this is about the theme of discipline. And I talked about something in a broadcast I actually did earlier today, where I woke up, went for a walk, worked out, did another broadcast. Now I'm here. But a big part of it is like, think of yourself, even if you're like, think of yourself as an entrepreneur, even if you're not an entrepreneur, because you are an entrepreneur. Your job is to take care of yourself. Your job is to be your authentic self. And so in terms of like Saturn Gatorade, Saturn retrograde, this is a time where you're really thinking ahead to like, where do I want to be when Saturn retrograde ends, which is going to be around the time of September, and really just kind of like reflecting within this process of like, okay, where do I want to be by then? Maybe I don't know entirely, but how do I want to feel? What freedoms do I want to have? What do I want to be doing? What do I want to be creating? And so now, during this process of Saturn retrograde, this is where we kind of get the opportunity to like reevaluate, reassess, readjust, take a look at things, make adjustments, figure out what feels like it's flowing, feeling like there may be things that need to just like, kind of like, maybe there's like things that need to be added, things that need to be removed. Maybe it just begins simply by massaging the face. So again, give yourself targets. Give yourself an understanding of where you want to be, like in a week. Where do you want to be literally just in like the middle of the day today? How do you want to feel? How do you get there? And the way how you get there is through discipline. The way how you get there is by knowing, like having an idea of where it is that you're going and then taking the action. And that's what we're here to support each other on. Because again, sometimes the action isn't always going to be like, oh, you know, like I know exactly what I'm going to do. Sometimes the best action is taking care of the self so that we allow the natural flow to come through us. What if it was that? What if it wasn't like always like, oh, you need to know exactly what you need to do? But what if what you need to do is to take care of yourself and to trust and allow spirit to move through you, and allow spirit to guide you, allow spirit to be able to give you those aha moments. So again, just tap your face in right now, and we'll just kind of like sit here, and then we'll just do a quick breath meditation, and then we'll stand up and we'll practice our shirtless meditation if you're comfortable with that, totally optional. Then we'll do a little bit of movement, and then we'll do a chakra practice meditation. So just tapping into your face right now. I want you to tap into your face. This is part of the CSP, conscious self-programming. As you tap into your face, start talking to yourself and just like start reaffirming who you are and what you are becoming. So just be like, I am developing my discipline. I am flexible. I am very, 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 very patient sometimes. I am beautiful. I am challenging myself. I am expanding the realms of my creativity. I am embodying my fifth dimensional identity into 3D form. I am showing up in service. I am showing up in awe of the great mystery. I am showing up with gratitude. I am becoming stronger. I am becoming flexible. I am becoming more graceful. I am inspired. I am learning. I am growing. I am expanding. I am allowing myself to rest. I am allowing myself to move fast. I am allowing myself to move slow. I am like Neo from the Matrix, where when the time comes, you won't even have to dodge bullets because the spirit in you will be able to respond accordingly. So trust. That is your job, to be a conduit for spirit. That is like where the free will comes in. And when spirit kind of like moves through you, you are that spirit. It's not like you're just sitting there and you're just like, you know, a passenger. You are you. It's like spirit comes through you and helps you grab the hands of your wheel. And you're just like, oh, like I know what I'm doing right now. And again, that's why we practice this. Whole practice is like developing the intuition so that this metaphysical reality becomes a truth. So this metaphysical understanding of like really being in this state of flow, being in this state of just like constant divinity and alignment. And even when we feel like the days where we're just like, oh, I don't feel like I'm in alignment, we know what moves we can make to help us get into that place of clarity. And again, sometimes it's like knowing when to rest. Sometimes it's just like knowing when to step back, knowing when to slow down, but then knowing what moves we can make, such as eating a good meal, getting some vegetables, allowing like, you know, us to be able to like balance our diet, getting some exercise, getting some sun on your belly, sharing, asking for help, reaching out. Like sometimes if you ever notice where if you're sad, if you're depressed, sometimes like that in itself is a very valuable way to be able to remind us that it's okay to reach out, you know? So, reach out to a friend if you need it. So just finding all of the little things that we're becoming, trusting this process, knowing that there are realities ahead of us, and our job is to align with them. And we align with them simply by showing up. So, when you're done tapping your face, let's just bring ourselves into a little bit of a meditation of gratitude. We'll just connect with our breath here, closing your eyes, and just practice being in this present moment. Not even thinking too much about the future, not even thinking too much about the past. Literally just practicing being in the present moment. Straighten your spine, connecting with your breath. Deep, gentle inhales through the nose. Exhales through the nose and the mouth. Deep inhales through the mouth if you choose. Gentle exhales. And as we breathe here, I want you to just become aware. I want you to practice breathing, not just through your lungs. This is going to be very interesting for some of you. I want you to practice breathing through your entire body. I want you to practice breathing, visualizing, and yet even just like becoming aware on an energetic level of what it feels like to breathe through your entire body. This means breathing through the top of your head, breathing through your skin, breathing through the tips of your fingers, breathing through your torso, through your chest, breathing through your roots, breathing through your legs, breathing through your feet. So just practice this. Imagine yourself doing this and understand that this is actually like a real thing. That we can teach ourselves how to do this. We can teach ourselves to be more aware of breathing through our whole body. So practice that. Just take a few breaths here. Deep inhale together. Hold, exhale, release. Use your imagination to feel the sensations. Even just imagining, again, like your imagination guides this process. So imagine what it feels like to breathe through your entire body, and you will experience what it's like to breathe through your entire body. Try this again. When you're ready, deep inhales on your own rhythm. You're breathing in chi, breathing in raw prana. You are an energetic recycling plant, and sometimes you have to kind of like clear out the old energy. And sometimes we have to like upgrade our ability to be able to process this energy. So if you're just like breathing just in a very short way, if you're just like, just like very like simple short breaths, you're not processing the energy quite to the level that you can. So to process it even more, practice this. Practice breathing through your entire body. Breathing in the energy all around you. And as you do this, you straighten your spine. You feel yourself come a little bit lighter. Exhale the energy that needs to be recycled. What if every single simple breath allowed you to just feel a little bit more inspired, a little bit more awake, a little bit more balanced, a little bit more alive, a little bit more grateful? Just take a few more breaths here. Just be aware of this. Feel this. This is real. Acknowledge the beauty of your body. You are the pristine Cadillac of what a soul can experience. One of the top models throughout the galaxy. High-end. Advanced spiritual technology. Acknowledge that. Remember that. Practice learning how to be able to utilize your vehicle. Can you acknowledge that? Can you acknowledge that your vehicle literally has like these latent abilities and society has forgotten how to access them? The instruction manuals got lost to time, but now they are being resurfaced. The esoteric is coming back to the surface. And simple things like learning the power of our breath are incredibly valuable for helping us reconnect with the potentials of our body. Through connecting with our breath, we bring in more vitality. By bringing in more vitality, we bring in more inspiration. By bringing in more inspiration, we bring in more grace. We allow ourselves to show up as artists, as heartists. We allow ourselves to show up as social alchemists, again, of branches of the single tree in service. We allow ourselves to access deeper states of joy, deeper states of awe, deeper states of authentic connection. We allow ourselves to experience more multidimensional experiences. We allow ourselves to open up our connection with our intuition into our dreams. This is your birthright. And sometimes it's as simple as just slowing down, showing up, practicing, taking a little bit of time each day to reconnect with this, to strengthen the connection, to invest in yourself. What you're doing right now is not just about today. It's about tomorrow, the day after, the months to come, the years to come. Are you here for the bigger story? Are you willing to discipline yourself, knowing that you will be rewarded, and knowing that it is not just for you? The world beckons you. It needs you. It needs us. It needs us to support each other. So thank you for showing up for something bigger than any of us. Take a couple more breaths here. Breathe in, again, through every part of your body. Breathing in through every single pore in your skin. Breathing in with your organs, breathing in with your muscles, breathing in with your internal organs, your heart. Just allowing your imagination to bring this practice into reality. If you're just like, I don't know how to breathe with my entire body, well, just imagine what it would feel like. And that's what will allow you to connect with it. Sometimes it literally is that. Trust your imagination. Flex it. Practice flexing it. 2 more breaths here and then we'll switch it up. Breathe in that fresh energy. Big exhale. Gently, if you need to take another one, go for it. Get a nice big exhale going. Shake up your hands a little bit. Awesome. You guys are doing wonderful. Sweet. All right. Thank you again, everybody, for joining in. We'll move into the next part of our practice. What we're going to be doing, we're going to be standing up in a second again. Part of the practice that we do on Wednesday, I'm just repeating myself because I know there are people who are joining mid-practice, but reminder that you can always go and check out any of these recordings on my YouTube at Skull Babylon. Check out ParadigmShiftCentral.com. Support on Patreon when you can. All that stuff. Thank you again. I'll talk more about that later. For now, with the practice being on Wednesday, one of the things that we do is we practice the act of like self-love, body love. And so what we're going to do, I'm going to invite you to practicing shirtless. This is an invitation. I'm not telling you to do anything. I'll practice it. I'll help lead by example to be able to create the space to invite you to do the same. The intention behind this is about empowerment, it is about connecting with our body, it is about honoring our body, it is about honoring the nature of our body. So we'll practice that together. And if you have a light guardian crystal, feel free to activate it. And I'm going to take off my shirt, and you're welcome to do the same. And of course, if you're practicing and you want to practice like in a bra or anything like that, absolutely, feel free. And so again, as we do this, let's just begin like moving our body. And even here, we're just going to like breathe again. And we're going to go right back to like what we were doing, breathing with our entire body. But now this time, now that we're shirtless, you're actually going to be a little bit more aware of what it feels like to breathe with your skin, to breathe with your body. And as we're doing this, we're going to put our hands on our chest, and we're really just going to bring love into our body. We're going to honor our body. So even if you want to right now, even just giving yourself any sort of little bit of massage, just bring a little bit of like texture, just kind of like feel your skin. Like when was the last time that you actually just like felt your skin? So let's just take a moment here where I just want you to just like feel your skin and just kind of like feel it as if it's like the first time you're ever touching it. Again, I want you to just practice being in amazement of your body. Look at the lines on your hands and just imagine that you are like looking at an art gallery right now and you're just seeing the most amazing thing possible. You're just like, oh my goodness. Like I want you to find a part on your body right now that you have actually never even noticed before. I want you to find a part on your body that you have never looked at before. Like it's been there your entire life and you have never actually acknowledged it. I want you to find that. Maybe it's like a single freckle. Maybe it's a single hair. There's going to be more than one of them. So I want you to find something where it's just like, okay. Oh, weird. There's like a little tiny freckle here. What? Like, yo, dude, where did you come from? And I want you to just practice right now. I want you to just practice sending that like one little part of your body and just be like, wow, like so special. Like I want you to just look at that and I want you to see the universe in your freckle, as ridiculous as that is. So just take a moment here and I want you to just like see a little part on your body and just be like, hey little dude, thanks so much. Thank you so much for being a part of my journey. For being a part of our community, for being a part of our family. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking this ride. Thank you for allowing me to find you so that I can love more of myself. I see you. I honor you. I'm proud of you. It's ridiculous, right? So just take a moment there and just kind of like love that, whatever part of your body is. And then just give yourself a little bit more of a massage. Again, just giving yourself all the love. Give yourself a bit of a hug. Feel like that part on your back. Oh, just dig into your shoulder blades if you need to. Giving yourself that deep tissue massage. Oh, wherever you need it. Again, just massaging the neck. And then we'll just move into a little bit of breath. And then we're going to stand up. We're going to do a little bit of movement. And then we'll move into a chakra practice meditation. Thank you again, everyone, for showing up and for being here. I really, really appreciate you guys taking the time to love your body in this way. So again, just kind of like move your hands wherever you need to. Send some love to your tum-tum. Acknowledge the fact that like your body, like it changes. It changes every week. Like honestly, like there's like even for myself, I'm like I eat like a couple pieces of pizza and I notice like my body looks different. So it's just like, or at least maybe, I don't know, maybe it's subconscious or something. We are such our hardest critics. And believe me, guys, like I am no different from that. Where like I am like constantly just like striving to live my healthiest way, and at the same time, you know, I'm just like always like I grew up like you too, where I would be like looking at myself in the mirror and I'd be like, oh, okay, that looks this way, this looks that way. But again, loving ourselves as we are now is so important. If you're passionate about like changing your body, then one of the ways to be able to help transform it is to love it as it is now. If you're like trying to change your body because you hate it, that's going to create like a power dynamic that's going to be very hard to break. So love your body as it is now. And just again, just honor it, and just acknowledge like how beautiful it is. So just send a little love to your tum-tum right now. Just love your tum-tum, love your organs, love your ability for you to be like a machine, an alchemist. Like your body literally transforms. Oh no, did I lose my YouTube feed? No. My YouTube feed's frozen right now. Sorry. Let me just see what's going on here. Oh man, I think my YouTube feed froze. Just keep massaging your body real quick. Let's see. Is this like fully broken? I can't tell. Yeah, my YouTube crashed. Did it crash? Can't tell. So just keep massaging your body. You guys know what you need to do. And I'm gonna try and reactivate my YouTube. And for those of you who are watching on Facebook, you should still be able to hear me. If you guys are watching on Facebook, thanks so much. Sometimes the feed crashes. Again, it's always up in the air. I can't even really fully control it sometimes. Sorry, I know I'm just like getting right up in your face. So should be okay now. I had to restart the feed on YouTube. Sorry, YouTube. Okay. Good enough. Go live, and we're back on YouTube, and then I'm gonna have to like re-upload the feed from the Facebook version, but nonetheless. Alright, we're back. Okay, so just kind of like shake your body, stretch your arms up towards the sky. Oh, just practice like really just like, again, just honoring your body, honoring your temple, feeling yourself as just like this amazing, beautiful being. Again, reminding ourselves that there are like literally beings who again would love to have a physical body, who would love to be in your body. So let's do a little bit of tapping right now. So like you can kind of like use your knuckles or even just your fingers and just give a little bit of tapping on your body. You can do like a little bit of that and notice how your voice changes. And just do a little bit of tapping on your stomach, tapping on your chest, tapping on your shoulders. Again, just kind of like getting the energy flowing, tapping on your arms, tapping all the way down to your forearms. Tap your fingers, put your fingers together like this, do that. Tap your face a little bit more, tap your ears, massage your ears, tap your eyes gently, tap your eyebrows, tap your forehead, tap your face, give your head a quick massage. And let's drop into our breath here, and then we're going to stand up, just because I got to be aware of the time, and then we'll switch into our chakra practice meditation. So let's just breathe here again. Again, I want you to practice breathing here, and I want you to practice breathing with your entire body. So connecting with your breath here, breathe through your skin. Breathe through your feet. Breathe through your head. And as you do this, if you want, reminding yourself that you're in a constant ocean of energy. You are in literally an ocean of energy. So if you want to think of yourself like closing your eyes, open your third eye, practice visualizing right now that where you are sitting, you are no longer just in your room or in your house, or maybe you're outside. Bonus points if you're outside, seriously. And just imagine that you're like in like this like purple energy, purple green flowing energy. And this energy is like a vibrant source. And I want you to breathe in right now, and I want you to feel yourself absorbing that energy. So deep inhales through your entire body. And then exhale the recycled energy. Breathing in again. Do a few more. Just breathe in. Feel your skin. Do you feel any tingling sensations? Can you feel like literally the air on your skin right now? A couple more. I want you to imagine, we'll just do a few more. I want you to imagine like a meter inside your mind, and this meter is kind of like a power-up level. And I want you to imagine that you're at like 90%, and I want you to take a few more breaths, and I want you to like fill this meter to 100%. And when it reaches 100%, that's where it's like you like optimize in this moment. So right now it's at like 93%. So take another breath in here. Exhale. And meters up to like 96%. Breathe in again. Exhale. Meters at 99%. One more, top it off. Beautiful. And take one more breath here just to relax. Big exhale, sigh. Awesome. Keep your body rolling, keep your body moving. We're going to stand up here. So again, if you were joining in late, grab some sort of object if you got it. Honestly, it can be a sock, it can be a ball of socks. Grab a stick if you can get it, some sort of sticky type object similar to a bow staff, or a lightsaber if you happen to have a lightsaber. I mean, you guys brought your lightsabers, right? I hope you got the memo. Sign up for the Patreon if you want to get entered into the draw to win a free lightsaber. Honestly, part of my goals is like, I'm going to become a millionaire, and then as I do that, I'm just going to like get everyone lightsabers. That's the plan. So let's stand up. Okay. So again, just start moving your body. Just start stretching your legs, standing up and down. And again, as you're doing this, if you want to like look in the mirror, you can just totally, again, just acknowledge your body, acknowledge just kind of like the beauty of it, acknowledge like any sort of like curves and hips and stuff like that, acknowledge just like how it is in this present moment. And just feel the air. Stretch your arms to the sky, spread your fingers, give a big yawn. Pretend you're just like swinging your arms like a windmill. Just go bananas for a second. Whatever that means. So again, just kind of like bring a little bit of movement into your body, a little bit of like steps into your feet. And then we're going to practice grabbing our object. We're just going to do this just for like less than 10 minutes. And then we'll move into a chakra practice meditation. So again, grab an object. And what I want you to do, I want you to practice doing this like a very much kind of like a flow qigong. And I want you to just practice. You can just kind of like do what I'm doing here. And you're just like practicing using the ball or the object as just like a focal point. And you're just kind of like moving your energy to that point. And you're just allowing yourself to flow with it. And you're just bringing awareness to your movements. I want you to feel. Can you feel like what your muscles are feeling right now? Can you feel what your body is feeling on a microscopic level? So just begin finding like basic rhythms, again, like up, down, and then you can just kind of do a little bit of like tossing from side to side and just find a rhythm that works with you. And what you're going to be doing, you're going to slowly increase the dynamics of this, find a speed that works for you, and you're going to bring your intuitive practice into this. So what you're going to do is you're going to find the point where you're not only practicing moving your body, but you're also practicing flexing your mind and flexing your intuition by allowing yourself to practice tossing an object and catching it in a very intuitive way. And if you drop it, that's not a problem. So again, you can start bringing a little bit more speed into this. Think of this as like your Shaolin flow. Find any symmetry in your movements. Create this like a dance. Allow yourself to listen to your body. Allow your body to just like naturally move through you in this moment. So again, kind of like finding that like Shaolin Kung Fu flow, moving your body, bringing the ball around, finding those like angles where you're just like moving your arms in angles that like haven't moved in a while, feeling gravity, even just using gravity as like a part of your movement right now. So you can just kind of like allow gravity to just kind of like bring you down and bring that bend into your knees, rise up and bring yourself down with gravity, getting nice and tribal, rise up. And then from here, just bringing a little bit more speed, a little bit more dynamics into your movements. Again, just kind of like finding ways to challenge yourself, allowing yourself to find that intuitive flow where it's like less thinking, more being, where you're just like tossing an object up in the air. Like it's crazy. Like this is something like so simple, yet it's actually incredibly valuable as part of your training. Just to allow yourself to observe that like when you're in that flow state, you don't have to think about catching the ball. There's an intuitive part inside of you. It's part of your muscle memory, but it allows you to show up simply by being present. You don't have to think like, oh my God, I need to put my hand here and catch it. Oh my God, I have to put my hand there and catch it. It's like, no, I just have to be present, and my body just allows itself to arrive where it needs to. And I want you to understand how that same philosophy applies to the rest of your life. And if it helps for you, you can hike your pants up a bit. I like that style. Okay, so find a little bit of a flow, bring a little bit of an increase in speed. If you're feeling it, find a way where you're like finding an edge where it's a little bit challenging for yourself, yet you're still familiar with it. So it's not too easy, but it's not too difficult. That's where your flow state actually is. Like scientifically, that's a flow state. Like we access our flow state when we're in this area where it's not too hard but not too easy. So find that edge where you're challenging yourself, and honestly, like that's what you want for your life. You want that for your life, that edge where it's not too hard but not too easy type thing. And when you can ride that, that's when you can access your flow state. So keep doing this just for like 30 more seconds. Again, just kind of like bringing like some qigong postures into it. Breathe through your body. Bring that awareness back into your breath. Breathing through your body in this moment. Allowing this ball to be like a symbol of an energy ball. You can bring it off with a close by even practicing catching with your eyes closed if you really want to do that. So again, I'm just going to practice that. Practice with my eyes closed. Almost. Kind of. Not today. If I do it like that, I can catch it. That's easy for me. So there. So that's me doing it with my eyes closed. And again, that's not me like being like, oh, like I know exactly where to put my hand, but it's more so kind of like I'm present enough in the moment that I can trust my body to arrive where it needs to. And again, it's practice, right? Like it's all just practice. So next thing, grab a stick and bring a little bit of flow into your practice this way. Thank you again for everybody tuning in. For those of you on Facebook, bonus points to you. Please feel free to check out the links afterwards. A reminder that these broadcasts are made possible thanks to everyone, thanks to the support of the community. When you get a chance, please be sure to check out the Patreon to add a monthly donation of any choice, and you get the perks for that, including the 25% for the discount for the Quest item shop. And that is like a huge way of being able to help us increase the impact of how we reach more people. And so thank you again. Single donations are always welcome. You can go to the Patreon for the single donations too. So moving into the stick practice. Again, similar thing. I want you to use the stick practice, and I want you to like move your energy into the stick. I want the stick to become an extension of your body. Like think about that. Can you do that? Can the stick become an extension of your body? Can your stick become something sacred? So finding that edge where you're just like moving up and down, finding like a basic pattern, something like a figure eight. If you don't have a stick with you, you can just imagine you have a stick, or you can keep working with the ball object. And then you can find like a little bit more speed, bring a little bit more dynamics into it. Find like how literally just like using your fingers, you can rotate it like that. So like there's a lot of this here where it's not even like, honestly, I don't even have to teach you it. I just have to help hold space so that you can teach yourself, so that you can play. Because essentially, like, that's how you learn. You learn by playing. So it's interesting that, like, as adults, we have a hard time playing. We think, like, oh, I can't play with a stick because people will think I'm weird. I can't play an instrument because I'll suck, you know? So I'm not even going to try. But when you allow yourself to play, that's when you allow yourself to learn. So allow yourself to learn. And again, like what I'm doing is just an example. Listening to my body, bringing in like a little bit more of a dynamics, trying not to like smack myself in the face, bits of spin. And again, finding the intuitive place where I can like use the stick to practice my ability to arrive in that present moment. So tossing it up, whoops, and never getting upset at yourself for dropping it either, right? So that's part of the lesson. Part of the lesson is like honoring the fact of like, sweet, I dropped it. That was actually me learning. Now I know that like next time my body will actually have more data of how to be able to precisely navigate where to put my hand next time. So if I like do it here and I'm like, oh, I missed, now I know that my hand doesn't need to go there, it needs to go somewhere else. So if I go like that and then I go like that, it's like, oh, now I know because it's not there, therefore it must be that. Every time that you miss is actually you calibrating your accuracy. So think about that also in the way of like how life works. Every time you feel that you're like missing your target is actually you getting better at hitting the target next time. And your job is to kind of like show up in that place where you just relax and your body will hit the target intuitively. So let's keep moving through this. Bring a little bit more movement into your body. Bring a little bit more movement into your legs. You can bring your legs down to a bit of a squat if you want to do this. Continue to breathe. You can hold your hands at heart center. You can keep one movement going. Feeling the toroidal vortex around your body. Feeling yourself activate. Feeling your glands open up. Feeling your pores open up. Feeling your muscles activate. I'm going to switch over to my lightsaber. Let's see. I'll use the purple one today. So if you have a lightsaber, please feel free to use it or any sort of other object. And we'll just practice this just for the next few moments. And so again, similar with the stick, similar thing. This is about finding flow. Practice flow. And to allow this to be like your meditation, like that's the thing. Like, can you bring as much awareness as possible into every moment, into every movement? Can the object be an extension of you? If the object is like made out of source and you are source and you are wielding that object, can you literally connect with like the atoms of this object? Can you connect with like the consciousness of this object? Especially like that's where like having like a stick, since it's organic, it can actually be like even more beneficial. Either way, being able to use a lightsaber is always fun too. And again, just having fun with it. This is about play. So continuing to find a rhythm that works for you, spinning your staff, whatever object you may happen to have, and bringing in, as we conclude this, the feeling of the sacred warrior. So I want you to imagine that you're like training to get ready for like some sort of big tournament. Like imagine that you're like training for Mortal Kombat. Like, and this doesn't mean that you're training for like something violent. Maybe you're training for like a demonstration. You're training to be able to perform. You're training to be able to demonstrate like your excellence. So I want you to imagine like what it would feel like if you were just like on your own right now, just training. And again, literally every second you show up, you are getting better. Every second you show up, you are training your muscles. You are training your memory. So allow yourself to honor that. Allow yourself to feel that. This is your meditation. And again, notice that point of intuitive flow where you're not even thinking, you are just being. You allow the flow to come through you. Part of the trick that I find is just like allowing yourself to constantly be in motion. Not to say you're avoiding stillness, but as part of the practice, part of what allows you to flow is when you just keep moving, opposed to being like, oh, that's weird, oh, that's stupid, oh, I'm bad at this. Just be like, constantly move, constantly flow. Enjoy the process. So we'll just do this for about 30 more seconds. Allow yourself to bring any sort of those dynamic ranges. Bring in like the archetype of your sacred warrior, your light guardian. Feel your strength. Even just kind of like flex for a second if you want to. Just kind of like bring in some postures that you feel inspired by. I want you to stand in like a superhero posture right now. I want you to like feel like you're like posing right now for like the cover of a comic book or something like that. And I want you to like imagine like what would that look like. So give me like a couple like comic book poses. So be like couple more. Feel that strength. Be in your power. Straighten your spine. And bring it off to a close. Your hands at heart center. Honoring yourself in this practice. Feeling any sort of little bit of sweat. Ending it off with a little bit of a bow, even just bringing your hands to forehead, the third eye. Bowing to you, honoring you. Thank you for showing up. Beautiful. All right, let's move into our closing practice, the chakra meditation, and then we will wrap this up. We got less than 10 minutes, so thank you again, everyone, for joining. Really appreciate you guys being here. Really appreciate you guys showing up. Again, you know, it's a huge thing just to be able to like start our morning or wherever you're listening to this with just like a little bit of movement, a little bit of practice, and yeah, this is bigger than us. So thank you again. Thanks for those of you on YouTube who like made the jump from the broadcast crashing. Apologies. All right. So, how are you feeling right now? How's your body feeling right now? Do you feel a little bit more activated? Do you feel a little bit more inspired? Do you feel the seed of the light guardian opening up in you? Do you feel that flower blossoming? Do you feel yourself just being like, whoa, okay, not only is this new, but this is also familiar. Can you feel a sense within you that's like, this is familiar to me? This is like ancient energy that I'm tapping into. So let's just take a breath here. Breathe through your entire body again. Deep inhales through every pore of your body, through your crown, through your roots, through your heart. Breathe in. Big exhales. Beautiful. One more together. Beautiful. All right. We're going to move into our chakra practice meditation. Again, for the chakra practice meditation, usually what we'll do is we'll like focus on each one and we'll do it 3 times. What we're going to do today, we're going to go through it about 4 times, but we're just going to do it one at a time, moving through in a chain. So opposed to like going 1, 2, 3, it's going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let me walk you through this and we'll move through it together. And the reason why we're doing this is just because like time's like a little bit shorter today, but this is still a valuable way to be able to practice. Each chakra, brow. So we're not doing crown. A lot of people ask, why don't we do crown? Crown within the Gnostic teachings, this is where this comes from. And if you want to be able to get like a 2-hour lecture on the Gnostic teachings behind this, send me a message. The crown chakra is a culminating chakra, meaning that in the Gnostic teachings, you don't actually work with that within this dimension. As interesting as that is. So you focus on these ones, and then as you fully activate, then the crown chakra becomes like activated. So, but again, maybe you got your own opinion on it. Either way, brow chakra, throat chakra, heart chakra, pulmonaries, solar, sacral, root. Brow chakra, inspiration, serenity. Root chakra, justness, clairaudience. Heart chakra, love, compassion, service, balancing the heart. Pulmonary chakras, ultra memory, gratitude for our ancestors, connection with our higher dimensional self, connection with our future. Solar chakra, temperance, solar identity, our personal identity, our empowerment, and also being able to focus on telepathy, intuition, gut feeling. Sacral chakra, sexual energy, creative energy, the virtue of chastity, healthy relationship with our sexual energy. Root chakra, patience, lords of the earth, connecting with the roots, building the bridge between heaven and earth, being able to receive that energy from the Mother Gaia herself. So we'll move through each one, and each one has a correlating sound, and I'll walk through it just on my own, and again, you'll be able to follow through this. I know that you'll be able to do it. And again, the reason why we do this, each time that we work with our chakra, this is like tuning our instruments. It is a way for us to be able to calibrate our chakras so that we can function better as multidimensional beings. Each chakra receives information from beyond the present moment. We are energetic beings. We are in an ocean of energy. The chakras literally receive information from the future, which develops into our intuition, our inspiration. Again, that's how I explain it, but that makes sense for me. So if that makes sense for you, then please feel free to use that explanation if it makes sense for you. That's like very much an intuitive thing though, but that's what makes sense, right? Like our eyes see this reality, our ears hear this reality, our chakras see the multidimensional reality. In points, out points. Everything is like a chakra, everything's like a little black hole when you think about it in that sense. So it's an in point and an out point, it's a yin and a yang. If you take the yin yang and you actually kind of turn it into a 3-dimensional form, you'll realize that the circle in the yin and the circle in the yang actually become the poles on the toroidal field, and they connect through the middle. So like the yin yang is actually more of a 3D object, which becomes more of a wormhole, if that makes sense. I know it's kind of weird, but it's very interesting. All right, Let's move through this together, and encouraging you to do this practice beyond this present moment. I'm going to do through the sounds, and then we're going to go through it again next time. As we do this, focusing on the sounds, focusing on the feelings, and just being present in the moment. Brow chakra, I'm just going to do the sounds, so you'll be able to, you can just follow me right now, and we'll do it together, and then we'll do it one without me like stopping. So, brow chakra. E. Throat chakra. A. Heart chakra. O. Pulmonaries. A. Solar. U. Sacral. Root. Again, you keep doing this. This is programming. This is like reactivating something you already know. You're going to memorize this. You're going to be able to teach this to other people. You're going to be able to do this on your own without me being here. So that's part of the intention. Let's move through together. We're getting close to the hour, so we're just going to move through this at a pace that's relative to this moment. So follow my lead, and we'll move through it together. Deep inhale, exhale on your own. Big exhale. Deep inhale together. Back to the top. Oh, I skipped one. Now to root. Beautiful. Take one more breath here. Continue this. I encourage you to just do this afterwards. We're going to wrap up the broadcast here because we only have a minute left for the Instagram live feed. Take one more breath here. Deep inhale, gratitude, hands on the heart. Remember, your job is to understand that spirit flows through you. Your job is to use your free will to be able to be the best conduit you can be for spirit to flow through you. So thank you. Thank you for doing through. Thank you for showing up, for trusting in that process, for showing up with courage. Discipline. Let's make that the theme of Saturn retrograde. Let's come out Saturn retrograde and we'll be ahead of the curve. We will help lead the way. We will help lead the shift. So thank you. Thank you for showing up for yourself. So thank you again, everyone. Less than 30 seconds in the broadcast. For those of you on YouTube, please feel free to smash that like button. Check the links in the info below. For those of you on Instagram, please feel free to check my bio link at paradigmshiftcentral.com. A reminder to sign up on Patreon with a monthly donation. It could literally be one donation, $5, $1 million, whatever works for you. It all goes towards helping increase the impact and the way that we can evolve this project to serve the community together. Thank you so much, everyone. Have an amazing day. Go out there, kick some butt, carry this shift with you, and keep it shifty. Ow, ow, ow. See you in the future. right. And for YouTube and Instagram, thank you again. Facebook, I think the Facebook feed held up this time, so much love. If you're watching this on Facebook in the future, please check the links. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Explore more at ParadigmShiftCentral.com. And if you're interested in being able to reach out to me to be able to do, I offer my monthly coaching services as well. So if you're just like, yo, like I want to work more with Brendan, I want to be able to like develop more accountability, more consistency, get clear, get more inspired, please feel free to reach out to me if you're interested in my monthly coaching services. And if you're interested in connecting more with the core team of Paradigm Shift Central, our private members community, go to ParadigmShiftCentral.com and follow the signal to apply for your Shifter Pass. Please feel free to share this broadcast with your friends. Your support is appreciated in any way. Check out the Patreon. Send me any questions if you got them. I'd love to be able to hear how these broadcasts are helping make a difference in your life. As always, thank you so much. Keep it shifty. And once again, I will see you in the future. Pew, pew. See you later. Have an awesome day. I love you. Woohoo!